Philosophy is hard. Nobody needs to be told that. But it's also a challenge to think in new ways and discover new ideas. So here are a few tips for making philosophy class easier and for getting more out of the experience. Tip 1. Be active in class. You're in philosophy for just 150 minutes a week. How you spend those minutes will have a big effect on your understanding and your grade. So come prepared, stay awake, pay attention, and most importantly, ask questions. Tip 2. Take notes by hand. Not taking notes during class is almost always a mistake. The mental activity of selecting what to write down strengthens your memory and your comprehension. So don't just copy down the instructor's exact words. To take good notes, you should be selective and find the most important points to write down. You may not know it, but you're practicing the philosophy skills of analysis by breaking ideas down into parts and synthesis by recombining the parts to make a new whole. Tip 3. Recopy your notes after class. Immediately after each class if you can, but no later than that evening. Copy your class notes onto a clean sheet of paper or type them up. Rearrange things to be easier to remember and fill in other important points from your memory. Write down any questions or things that you're unclear on and ask your instructor about them during the next class. This will help your participation also. Tip 4. Identify key concepts and define them. Write down what you think are the most important ideas or terms from each reading and lecture. Then write down your best definition for each concept. Ask your professor if you have the right key idea and the right definition. Tip 5. Write in your books. This is the hardest advice to follow because everybody wants to get cash back for their books at the end of the semester, if possible. But take my word for it, you will learn more, often much, much more, from a book that you write in. Take a chance with a cheap book or one that's already marked up. Tip 6. Read actively with a pen in your hand. First, you should read through the text once quickly. Look for sentences where the author expresses conclusions and key doctrines, and underline those. Then, look for argument indicator words like because and therefore. Circle those. Then, you look for numbers, such as there are 3 types of liberty, or we know for 5 reasons that such and such. Write the number in the margin beside each passage. Lastly, write a key word or summary phrase next to each paragraph of the reading. Think of these as hashtags or labels for the content. What you're doing is making an index that will help you later when you want to find a particular part of the text. These keywords are some of the most useful marks that you can make in your book. When you're studying for an exam or writing a paper, being able to see at a glance what ideas are discussed on each page of the reading is a tremendous help. So those are my 6 tips for making philosophy class easier and helping you to study. Thanks for watching today. Goodbye.